Hello, welcome to my channel. My name is Luciano, and this video is an English version of the reply I made to another Brazilian channel called Nerdologia, and I was asked on the comments of my video by Alexane Rose to make an English version of that video. So first of all, Alexane, thank you for watching my channel, and hope you enjoy this video. So about the response I made to Nerdologia. Nerdologia is a bigger channel here from Brazil. They made a lot of good videos about many things, and they brought very good information. But on the video they made about a comparison between samurais, Vikings and European Knights, they made some mistakes, and I made a response to correct these mistakes. First, they called the naginata as naginata. Second, they said that the samurai didn't use shields because the katana was a two-handed sword, so they can't use shield because they were using the both hands to handle the katana. And last, they said the Japanese samurai would have disadvantage against European knights because the katana can't cut armor, while the knights had anti-armour weapons like the war axes and maces. First, about the correction about naginata. Why they call naginata as naginata? Naginata is a Japanese word. When the Japanese write naginata using Romaji, they don't follow the rules of the Portuguese language. And when you write a word on Brazilian Portuguese or Portuguese from Portugal, and you put G and I, or a G and E, we read these words a bit different. If you use these forms on Portuguese, I will read this form as G and this form as G. If you want a Portuguese speaker to read something like G or Gui, you need to add a U between the G and the E, and between the G and the I. Now about the questions of the shields used by samurai. People don't see samurai holding shields on the hands, and they think that that's because of the katana. The katana is a double-handed sword, so it's easy to misunderstand these questions and believe it's because the katana that the samurai don't hold shields on the left hand. But in fact, the samurai uses shields, but it's a different kind of shield. It's an stationary shield. The second form of shield used by samurai is the Sode, the square section of armor fixed on the shoulder of the samurai. These are the shields used by samurai to protect themselves against missile weapons like arrows or shuriken. But the samurai didn't choose to use stationary shields and the Sode on the shoulder because of the katana. In fact, they chose to use this kind of shields because the main weapon of the samurai was not the katana. The main weapon used by samurai through history is the bow. This bow is a version I made from PVC, inspired on the video of Nikki from Backyard Bowyer, but the bow I made got very weak. It's not even close to the strength used by a real bow used by samurai, and the bow used by samurai would be very taller, something between 2 meters tall. Mine is about 1.75 meters. The bow was the main weapon used by samurai, and the samurai would sacrifice some protection of his armor in order to being able to use properly his bow. The gauntlet of the samurai armor, called Kote, leaves the fingers and the palm of the hand exposed in order to properly operate the bow. Also, in some cases, the samurai would remove the armor from his right arm in order to better operate his bow, being able to get the full draw of the Japanese archery. It may sound a little strange to remove a part of the armor during the battle, but if you're using the bow, you are far away from your enemy, so nobody will cut your arm, and so you have time to shoot your arrows, and as the enemy closes in, you can put the armor back on your right hand and draw another weapon to deal with enemy at close range. And at close range, the samurai would use the spear, the yari, the Japanese spear. Well, this spear I'm holding, it's about 2.1 meters tall, and it's even shorter yari, a shorter spear, if compared with some of the most common spears used by samurai. Now, talking about the swords used by samurai, the earliest sword used by samurai was the Tachi. It was a sword more curved than the katana and also longer. The katana was used later in history, but the katana and the Tachi didn't wear the main weapon used by samurai. The sword made the role on the past that the pistol do today on modern armies and police. So the nature of the shields used by the samurai was influenced by the bow, not by the katana. Now about the question of dealing with armor. No sword can cut armor. It doesn't matter if the sword you're talking about is the katana or the long sword or a saber. You can't cut armor with a sword. You can pierce it with the point of your blade, but no sword can cut actual armor. To deal with armor, the samurai and the knights would have anti-armour weapons. In the case of the samurai, you can find some sledgehammer like the otsuchi. You can find too some battle axes like the ono. And last, you can see some clubs like the kanabo used as anti-armor weapons used by samurai. So that's all for this video. If you want to ask anything, please leave it on the comments below. If you're not a subscriber, please subscribe to my channel and share this video with your friends. Well, I hope you enjoyed this video and I see you later.